And a very pleasant good afternoon. We're on the campus of Loyola University. Happy New Year and happy Saturday afternoon. After coming off a big win in the season opener against American the other night, the Loyola Greyhounds will look to build on that and do the same against the Lafayette College Leopards. Don't go anywhere. Coming up on the Patriot League Network, it's Lafayette and Loyola from Baltimore. And we are live from the beautiful hardwood here on the campus of Loyola University. We're in the Reitz Arena. Saturday afternoon basketball from Baltimore. Second matchup of the season in the Patriot League. Greyhounds coming off a nice victory the other night, a 52-46 win over the American University Eagles. Today it's the Lafayette College Leopards. They come in 2-9 on the season, 0-1 in the conference. Loyola 4-8 overall, 1-0 in the league. Dark uniforms for the visitors, white tops and bottoms for Loyola. Opening tip controlled by the Leopards. They'll work left to right. This afternoon's officials, Christy Vera, Scott Berkins, and Tasha Brown. Stippa sends it topside. Now they'll try the far wing to Lutz. Man-to-man defense by the Greyhounds. Game's first possession. Jamie Watson, Brady Seabolt with you. Long distance jumper from the corner. Good looking stroke and a quick 3-0 lead for the visitors as Ashley Lutz drops the three ball from the far corner. Here comes Loyola now with their first possession. Bree Betts-White will handle. And a quick turnover off the fingertips of Colleen Marshall. And Lafayette will go the other way.
Lafayette led by guard Jamie O'Hare, second in the Patriot League with 16 points per game. Brady, look for her.
5'6" senior guard out of Staten Island. First-year head coach Teresa Grentz squaring off against Coach Joe Logan in his 11th year. Just getting started, 3-0 Lafayette. Loyola stays in the man-to-man. 8 on the shot clock. Nice pass into the interior, and the layup goes down by Harriet Ottewell Soulsby, a 6'3" junior from England, and it's a quick 5-0 lead for the visitors. Here's Betts-White turning the corner, gets into the paint, blocked. Ball knocked away, good interior defense. Leopards on the run. Strong start by Lafayette, already up 5-0 with the basketball. Here's Lutz, and we've got a traveling violation, and Lafayette's first turnover, each team with one.
Coach Grentz, a Hall of Famer, inducted to the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame 2001, a formidable opponent over there on the bench for Coach Joe Logan.
And her squad will jump into the man-to-man defense as Merarkey looks to turn the corner. She'll pull up from just beyond the foul line and drops the jumper. Nice looking move there by Merarkey. And she gets the Greyhounds on the board, 5-2 Lafayette. Merarkey averaging 3.5 points a game and nearly 2 rebounds. A 5'8" junior from Westchester, PA. Now playing some defense on O'Hare. Cuts her off. O'Hare sends it back up top. Long distance jumper. High rainbow finds the mark. And a good looking shot there by Ashley Lutz. 8-2 Lafayette. Less than 8 minutes left in the first quarter.
Steph Smith's going to have to jump out on that. She made her first 2 threes.
Yeah, nice range by the 6'1" junior from Sudbury, Massachusetts. Perry drops it off for Marshall. Marshall from the foul line has the ball knocked away. Good defense by Jamie O'Hare. Just 10 on the shot clock now for Loyola. Betts-White picks up a ball screen, gets into the paint. Nice acrobatic move with the right hand off the glass. Can't get it. 5 seconds left. Smith on the floor. There's going to be a shot clock violation. Now she's going to fire up the shot, and it is, in fact, a shot clock violation. Loyola out of sorts to start the game.
Aided by some excellent pressure defense by the Leopards.
Yes, indeed. So here comes Sammy Stippa with the basketball. Now she'll give it up to Jamie O'Hare. O'Hare directing traffic. Now she'll fire off to the far side wing. Double team effort by Perry and Marshall. And now Steph Smith getting in on the act. Good team defense. Lafayette up to the challenge. They get the loose ball. Here's O'Hare. She's going to pull up from 16 feet and knocks it down. 10-2 Lafayette. 7 minutes left in the quarter. Loyola looking for some oomph if they can get it. Here comes Bree Betts-White now working towards her right. Marshall to Perry. Perry looking for Colleen Marshall. Out to Merarkey. Pump fake. Lisa puts it on the floor, and we'll have a whistle on Alex Cantwell. Cantwell, a 5'10" freshman from Glen Head, New York. So it'll be possession Loyola with a fresh shot clock. 6:47 left in the quarter. Loyola already down by 8. Marshall. As Marshall was pulling up the shot, Steph Smith off the ball, little physical. She's not in agreement. Nevertheless, personal foul on Steph Smith, team foul number 2. Here's Cantwell, over to O'Hare. O'Hare gets a pick, into the paint. Shot no good, Perry working for the rebound, corrals it. Her first, the 5th leading rebounder in the Patriot League. Loyola quick the other way. Now it's a 2-3 zone, and now it looks like Lafayette will match up man-to-man again. Steph Smith, top of the circle, 10 on the shot clock. Malarkey back over to Perry. Perry will use her dribble, works down the right side. Too tall down there, the 2 bigs for Lafayette. Double team Janae Perry. Nothing doing for Loyola. Nice ball fake and all the way to the rack. Can't quite make the layup. Nice move by Harriet Ottawell-Soulsby. She'll pick up some contact and earn herself a pair of free throws.
Coach Grent's a real stickler for the perfect pass. They're running their set offenses very, very well, just in line with how she coaches.
Nice head fake, got 2 defenders out of position, and Ottawell-Soulsby used her 6'3" frame and got to the rim quickly. Just a 52% free throw shooter, drops the first, 11-2. The Leopards out in front.
Coach Grant's talking about getting off to a strong start is really key for the Leopards in their 2 victories.
And they're duplicating that here this afternoon. Already up by 10, their largest lead of the afternoon. We were expecting to see a little bounce in Loyola's step coming off the big win against American, but a little sluggish to get things started here in the new year. Working well off the weak side, Lisa Malarkey gets a beautiful cross-court pass, and Malarkey puts in the layup, and she has all 4 of Loyola's points and trims the Lafayette lead to 8, 5.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Here's Cantwell, long distance jumper, barely draws iron. Colleen Marshall takes care of the rebound, fires up ahead, beautiful pass to Bree Betts-White, over to Malarkey, and she gets it knocked away from the backside. Alex Cantwell with some good help side defense. Ball ends up in the hands of the Greyhounds, and they'll maintain the possession here. Smith from the near side corner, drops it. Steph Smith picks up where she left off the other night against American and drops the 3 ball, and now it's just a 5-point lead for Lafayette. 5 minutes left in the quarter. Loyola on a little bit of a run. Started with the defense again. Coming open off the weak side, O'Hare can't convert. Marshall grabs the loose ball. Colleen will use her dribble and cruise up the far side. Wide open from 3, Colleen. No good off the back of the iron. Good position by Janae Perry. Her putback no good, but Perry gets hammered, and Janae will head to the free throw line. So we're going to go ahead and step aside for the first media timeout of the afternoon. Loyola's starting to make a little bit of a run and get themselves back into this game with 4:38 left in the first quarter. It's 12-7 Lafayette on the Patriot League Network. And welcome back to the Reeds Arena. Just coming out of the first media timeout. It's a 12-7 lead for Lafayette. 4:38 left in the quarter. And the Leopards coming out shooting 4 of 7, mostly high percentage looks. 57%. Loyola just 3 of 10 from the floor, including 1 of 3, a long distance jumper from Steph Smith. Perry no good on the first. Janae was hammered right before the media timeout. And the 61% foul shooter makes 1 of 2 and brings Loyola to within 4.
A little bit of a press here by the Hounds.
Yeah, first time we've seen some pressure. They'll make Lafayette work a little bit of time off the clock before they get into their offensive set. Good ball movement here. Nice ball fake. Lutz gives it up, asking for it back. Didn't get it back. 10 on the shot clock. Stippa down into the corner. O'Hare from distance, no good. Malarkey will run down the loose ball. Actually, she'll let it go out of bounds smartly. And Loyola will take over possession.
Seems to me that number 1 have to stop O'Hare. They're leading scorer, and they just stopped the 3 ball by Lutz. So good defense.
Absolutely. They'll have to hang their hat on that this afternoon. This team has good balanced scoring. Really looking up and down the roster, everybody pretty much gets into the act. They've only dressed 10, but it looks like Teresa Grentz will go deep when she gets the opportunity. So here's Perry, top side. She'll use her dribble, looking for some help. Here's Betts-White. Good defense by Lafayette. 5 on the shot clock. Colleen Marshall from long distance. No good. Rebound corralled by Alex Cantwell. Up ahead to O'Hare. O'Hare will let everyone fill. And now she'll find her teammate down in the low post. Ashley Lutz makes the little reverse layup underneath, and it's 14-8 as Loyola starts to re-extend their lead. Greyhounds have to get into some nice sets here offensively. They'll spread the floor here. Bree Betts-White pounding the rock. Being guarded tightly by Stippa. Too much dribbling there. Colleen Marshall runs down the loose ball, nearly avoids the backcourt violation. Smith likes that spot on the near side corner. Steph Smith with a big 3 ball, and at the 3-minute mark, it's a 14-11 lead for Lafayette. Steph Smith with 6 points to lead the Greyhounds. Lutz with 8 to lead Lafayette. Here's Lutz with the basketball, inside, outside. She'll get it back to Ottawell Soulsby. She'll regather. Her shot no good. Follows her own shot and goes over the back of Janae Perry. Perry with good position down there on the block.
Coach Logan getting that call there after he thought she was fouled on the first attempt.
And here comes Lauren Doherty into the game. Steph Smith will come out, get a well-deserved breather. Doherty, a 6-foot junior forward out of Florham Park, New Jersey. So it's Marshall, Betts-White, Merarkey, Perry, and Doherty on the floor for Coach Logan. Greyhounds down by 3 with the basketball. Lafayette stays in the man-to-man. Marshall back to Doherty. Down in the corner to Merarkey. Just 3 on the shot clock. Greyhounds unaware. Poor possession. It goes the other way. Here's Stippa. Ball taken away. Good defense by Loyola. A nice transition. And a beautiful save by Marshall, although it goes back over to Lafayette. So Greyhounds 1 step forward, 2 steps backwards here in the first quarter. And credit the hustle of Lafayette as well. They're in here playing well to get things started. They've led the entire way. Here's Anna Tusinski. Shot no good. Tusinski, a 5'10 sophomore guard from Highlands Ranch, Colorado. Nice fast break the other way. Marshall, good body control, head fake, and puts the layup in high off the glass. Greyhounds to within 1. 90 seconds left in the quarter.
It's a rowdy crowd here today, Brady.
Yes, indeed. Marshall with her first tally of the afternoon. Coming off a 17-point effort the other night against American, and really was the linchpin for the comeback. Shot no good by O'Hare. Offensive rebound, Ottawell Soulsby. Kicks out near side wing. Long distance jumper, no good by Lutz. Bree Betts-White with the weak side rebound. She'll go coast to coast with it. Zigzagging in between defenders all the way to the rack. And Bree Betts-White drops in the teardrop off the glass. And Loyola with a 15-14 lead. Coast to coast by Bree Betts-White.
Just what they need from her, Brady.
The 5'3 sophomore guard from Mechanicsburg with the spark for Loyola. Just over half a minute left. O'Hare, a little shake and bake, well defended by Merarkey. Just 7 on the shot clock for the Leopards. They get it into the high post. Ottawell Soulsby, nice move, and her banker goes down. And Lafayette reclaims the lead with 20 seconds left in the quarter. Coach Logan looking for something good here to wrap up the first quarter. An enthusiastic crowd, Jamie, you're right. In the mood for a good one on Saturday afternoon here in Baltimore. Marshall, little stop and go, pulls up. Floater, in and out, no good. Doherty the rebound, the putback, count it. And Coach Logan with the real stamp of approval on that. Good all-out hustle by the Greyhounds. Doherty in the right place at the right time. Collects the rebound, and the putback goes down. And Loyola reclaims the lead, 17-16. They fought all the way back.
No question about it. It's in before the light goes up. 2 points for the Hounds to take the lead. Terrific quarter.
Don't go anywhere, folks. Good one heating up here in the Patriot League. It's Loyola 17, Lafayette 16. You're enjoying women's basketball on the Patriot League Network. And welcome back to the Reitz Arena. Loyola came on strong at the end of the quarter to take the 17-16 lead. Here's a look at some of the highlights. Lafayette came out strong. But as I mentioned, Loyola stuck in there, and 2 3-balls from that same spot by Steph Smith, and then Bree Betts-White going coast to coast, zigzagging between Leopard defenders and making the layup. And here we go now right in front of the broadcast table. Lisa Merarkey will trigger in for Loyola as they go to work on offense here in the second quarter. Betts White being ball hawked by Stippa. She'll give it up. Ball knocked away. Turnover for Loyola. Their 5th. Leopards the other way. Wide open down on the block. Ottawell Soulsby, and she makes the easy layup, and it's 18-17 Lafayette. Not the way Coach Logan wanted to get the quarter started.
That's 2 turnovers for Betts White. She needs to, her job as a point guard, 0 turnovers.
See every buzzer beater, hear every cheer on the PLN. It's powered by Campus Insiders, where fans can view live events and video-on-demand features on your computer and various mobile devices. Visit patriotleague.tv. Give and go. Betts White gets it back from Doherty, and she drops the layup. Beautiful play right there, and it's a 19-18 lead for Loyola. The back and forth continues. Textbook basketball there, a little give and go, high post to low post, and again, Bree Betts White in attack mode. Now we've got a whistle here on the defensive side with 9:19.
Colleen Marshall leads this team in steals. Last year was 70, tries to get away with one there, unsuccessful.
Possession for the Leopards underneath their own hoop. Fresh shot clock. O'Hare working down on the baseline. Bree Betts White in her shirt and gets some help from Janae Perry. Perry now goes back and finds her responsibility. Good ball movement here by the visitors. Lafayette has excellent size. Look all around the floor. A lot of bigs, inside and outside. Good position by Janae Perry. She corrals the rebound. Outlets to Colleen Marshall. Marshall going quick down the near side and gets cut off by Sammy Stippa. Greyhounds will reset. Here's Bree Betts White. Dribbling the ball now, right-handed, now left-handed. Kicks over to Lauren Doherty. Perry uses her left-hand dribble. Little scoop shot goes left-hand to right-hand. It's going to be a blocking foul, and Janae's aggressiveness will pay off again.
15 for the Leopards. 6'5" Riberich, offensive player of the week in the Patriot League for rookies, showing some body to Perry, who gets the call.
Perry good on the first. 20-18 Loyola. Perry drops them both. Good looking strokes there by Janae, and it's a 21-18 lead for the Hounds. Mild pressure as Merarkey picks up the ball handler. Sammy Stippa forces her to pick up her dribble, now kicks near side to O'Hare. Greyhound, there's a steal. Good anticipation by Janae Perry. Perry really stepping up her game in all facets. Here she is now from 18 feet. Got it! Janae Perry flat out feeling it. 23-18, Loyola with their largest lead. 8 minutes left in the half.
A steal and a bucket.
Nice. That little sequence by Perry, we saw improvement everywhere. Dropped both free throws, came back down on defense, got the steal, comes back the other way and drops the jumper just as Jamie O'Hare connects on a long-range jumper and draws her team to within 2. 7:45 left on a moving clock. Second quarter action from the Reitz Arena. Jamie Watson, Brady Seabolt with you. Second Patriot League game of the season. Greyhounds off to a 1-0 start after the win against American the other night. Marshall from distance rattles it down. Colleen Marshall with a 3-ball and a 26-21 lead for Loyola.
She starts heating up. Watch out.
Indeed. Top side to Stippa. She'll fire down into the corner to Tasinski. Back up top. Ball knocked away by Bree Betts White. Doherty comes up with the loose ball. Betts White to Marshall. Marshall, little stop and go. Finds Merarkey camping out on the block. Outside to Doherty. Doherty from distance. Lauren Doherty connects on the 3-ball. And the Greyhounds now mashing down on the gas pedal. Up 29-21.
Good decision-making by Marshall on that pass.
Nice ball movement, and it was really a good fast break. Nice and controlled. They worked it around and found Doherty, and Doherty found the bottom of the hoop. Lafayette looking to answer back. Long distance jumper. High arcing shot by Jamie O'Hare connects from long distance.
Loyola in his zone there. Coach might want to rethink that if O'Hare gets hot.
Yeah, she immediately noticed that and drained the long distance jumper over top of that zone. It's a 29-24 lead for the Hounds. Loyola back to work on offense. Here's Marshall open in the far corner. Back up top to Merarkey. Good ball movement. Betts White from 3. Got it! Bree Betts White drops the 3-ball, and that near side corner is hot for Steph Smith, and now Bree Betts White likes it as well. 31-24 Loyola.
Back to man, Brady.
Immediately. Good recognition. Ottawell Soulsby with a power move. She gets the right-handed kiss off the glass to drop. 31-26, less than 6 minutes left here in the half. Fast-paced action here in the second quarter. Both teams back and forth, and each team increasing their shooting percentage. That shot no good, as a couple subs from each team will enter the game at the next stoppage of play. And that ball is going to go off the fingertips of Angela Riberich. And here comes some subs, 2 for the visitors, 1 for Loyola.
Riberich and Soulsby, 6'5", 6'3", indeed, twin towers.
Absolutely.
Underneath.
I know. Very impressive to see. You can see where their focus has been recruiting-wise up and down the roster. They have good length.
And while Loyola does not, they are attacking with speed.
There you go. Here's Merarkey being ball hawk, picks up a screen. Little pick and pop. Vanoy checked into the game for Coach Logan. Doherty wheels left-handed. Little creative shot there, finds the bottom of the net, and Loyola finds themselves out in front 33-26. Just over 5 minutes left in the half. Left-handed spin shot, no good. Courtney Vanoy with the rebound, the outlet to Bree Betts-White, and she's immediately fouled. So Courtney Vanoy, a 6-foot freshman forward from Beaver Falls in the game. And we'll go ahead and step aside. Don't go anywhere, folks. Good one heating up here in the Patriot League. It's Loyola 33, Lafayette 26. For the latest news surrounding all Loyola sports, follow the Greyhounds on Twitter at Loyola Hounds. You can get the latest in-game updates, news, photos, videos, and much, much more. That's twitter.com/Loyola Hounds. 33-26. Greyhounds out in front, 4:53 left here in the half. Bree Betts-White will go back to work on offense. Here's Merarkey. Good motion here to the O. Colleen Marshall gets a screen, pops out, drops the long-distance jumper from the far side corner, and it's a 35-26 lead for Loyola.
We were talking about ways to get her open, and there you go.
Nice design play, good patience, and she got behind that screen and did the rest. Nice backside defense by Doherty. Coach Logan not happy with that call. Looked like Lauren did a good job, but must have picked up a little bit of contact.
Well, there she's calling the push, the official. If you'll see here, the block is fine. It's the push right there with the left hand.
Yeah, absolutely. Trying to make things tough on Harriet Ottawell Soulsby, and she'll go to the free throw line. 52% foul shooter.
Soulsby having a whale of a game today.
Yeah, leading the way. All scorers with 10 points.
Coach Teresa Grentz coming in the building, Brady, with 673 career wins.
Impressive. As Soulsby drops the second, 35-27.
Hired to turn this program around. I believe she's doing a good job.
Again, good motion to the offense. Similar play to last time. Marshall has it in the corner. Colleen will use her dribble. Picks up a screen from Vanoy. Has some room. Picks up her dribble. Nice body control. Nice move there by Colleen Marshall. Her banker off the glass goes down. And Loyola now with their largest lead, up by 10. Less than 4 minutes remaining in the first half.
You know, when I spoke to Colleen, she wants to be a leader. That's the way to lead.
Yes, good example of it. We've got a whistle. It's going to be an offensive foul on Lafayette. I believe Ashley Lutz will get called for that.
Colleen comes in as a transfer 2 years ago, so it's a little different trying to establish a leadership role for the Hounds, but doing a good job here in her senior year.
Yeah, she's leading the way for Loyola with 9 points. Janae Perry with 5 rebounds, and Lisa Merarkey with 5 assists. And we're going to keep an eye on that. Lisa had 6 assists the other night against American, and her career high is 8. So she's flirting with that here this afternoon. Good job of sharing the basketball. 10 on the shot clock for Loyola. Bree Betts-White calls out the play. Looking for a high ball screen. Gets one from Doherty. Gets to her left. Kicks out to Merarkey. Just 5 on the shot clock. Lisa into the paint. Kicks out to Betts-White from distance. Bree from 3. As the shot clock was narrowing down and the buzzer went off just as she released it and dropped through the bottom of the net. 39-27 Loyola.
Just like Coach Logan drew it up.
Right. Bree for 3. I like the ring of that. 3 minutes left. Good play here by Lafayette. Nice design. as Jamie O'Hare gets a double screen and comes open on the backside and makes the layup, 39-29. Here's Colleen Marshall. She'll use her dribble now, wheels right. Vanoy, hands back to Marshall. Colleen working the left side. Force a shot there, no good. Rebound controlled by Ashley Lutz.
And a steal.
Taken away by Colleen Marshall. You cannot sleep on her. And just about had something going. Good aggressiveness, however, by Colleen. 2:20 left in the half. Lafayette spreads the floor. Here's Sammy Stippa. Ottawell Soulsby. O'Hare. In and out, no good. Doherty with the rebound. Just over 2 minutes left. Here comes Merarkey on the move. Gets to the middle of the floor. Splits the defenders. Kick out to Vanoy. Courtney drops the baseline jumper. And Loyola looking good. 41-29.
Another assist by Merarkey. You pointed it out.
Good look. That's 7 now for Lisa. Heck, she might get her career high here in the first half. Still $1:45 left. Here's Cantwell, gets rid of it quickly. Nice ball movement there by Lafayette that leads to a Loyola foul.
Good foul.
Underneath, I'd say. Never want to give up the easy deuce. So clock stopped with 1:42.
Loyola's third. Ashley Lutz at the free throw line.
Defense sparking the offense for the Hounds is a key we talked about at the top of the show, top of the game.
So Lutz good on the first.
The other key we talked about, or if we didn't, Bree Betts-White, no fouls.
Yes, indeed. We did talk about that off camera, and she's done a good job where that's concerned. Last few games she's been in early foul trouble, and her minutes have been judicial in the second half.
Indeed.
So a 10-point lead for Loyola. Here they go back to work now, working right to left. Leopard staying the man-to-man. Annette Snow checked in, a 5'11 senior guard from Manalapan, New Jersey.
Checking in for Lafayette, Harriet Ottawell Soulsby.
Doesn't look like a good matchup for Lafayette against Bree Betts-White there, Snow.
No, too much quickness from Bree.
Exactly. Look for her to go around her.
Merarkey gambles for the steal, stays with it. Colleen Marshall gets it, says, give me that. Colleen, a little frustrated with herself there. It was a 3-on-1, and they were closing down on the Lafayette defense, but she couldn't connect with Bree Betts-White.
Just came off of her left hand. You'll watch here as, look at her first step is so quick. She's able to get that ball, wrestle it, give me that, as Brady likes to say, and it just comes off.
Yeah, she didn't quite have control of it with her left hand. She was trying a little push pass to Bree Betts-White. Couldn't do it. Coach doesn't mind those types of things because they're in straight-up attack mode. High raining shot, no good. Merarkey with the weak side rebound, 1 minute left. Lisa maintains the handle, near side to Marshall. Colleen gets to the rack, can't quite convert on the layup.
That was a lot of body not to call there.
Yeah, back the other way for Lafayette. Ball fake by O'Hare. She drives the lane, can't get it to go. Rebound nearly controlled by Angela Riberich. Couldn't do it. Ball gets knocked away, and it's going to go off of Loyola. So it'll be possession here for the Leopards as Janae Perry re-enters. Courtney Vanoy will come off. Good minutes there by Vanoy. And just 45 seconds left here in the half. Ottawell Soulsby takes control. Nice power move there by Harriet Ottawell Soulsby, and the 6'3" junior forward brings her team to within 8.
Bank is open for Soulsby.
Just over a half minute left. Double team pressure on Colleen Marshall. She'll give it up to Bree Betts-White. Colleen asking for the ball back. Errant pass. Marshall snatches it out of the air. 13 on the shot clock, 20 on the game clock. Marshall backs it out. Looking to set something up here. Greyhound spreading the floor. Gets a ball screen from Perry. Doherty from 3. Lauren, good looking stroke, in and out, no good. Loose ball, who wants it? Merarkey says, I do. And we've got whistles off the ball. Going to be a timeout by Coach Logan. An alert timeout. He wants to set something up with 6.4 seconds, and we'll keep it right here as we'll wind down the first half before we step aside for the intermission. A good first half, and Loyola really kind of back and forth action in the first quarter. Then they put the hammer down, got on top, and at the end of the quarter, it was a 17-16 lead. All of a sudden now, 41-33 Greyhounds.
Yeah, it was 10 points. They cut it to 7, the Leopards did. But that last set piece by Marshall with 10 seconds to go worked perfectly. Doherty just missed the 3, but terrific offensive board by the Hounds.
And with 6.4 left, just enough time to set up something nice. So Coach Logan and his assistants have talked about it. And the Greyhounds will break the huddle and get set up, see if they can't drop something in before they head off to the locker room. Colleen Marshall leading the way for Loyola with 9 points. Janae Perry with 5 boards, and Lisa Merarkey with 7 assists. For the visitors, Ottawa Soulsby with 13 points. Stipple with 3 rebounds. Here's Perry, 5 seconds left. Janae near side, Bree Betts-White with 2. She's going to have to let it rip, and does. Ball partially blocked, and credit Lafayette with good closeout defense there. So there you go, first half in the books, and it's a 41-33 lead for the Loyola Greyhounds. A real solid second quarter as they pulled away, and they led by as many as 12. And they'll take an 8-point lead into the locker room as we look at a highlight or 2 before we step aside. Good body control there as Colleen Marshall puts in 2 of her 9 points. So go ahead and stay with us here on the Patriot League Network. Halftime at the Reitz Arena, 41-33 Loyola. Halftime at the Reitz Arena, 41-33 Loyola out in front. Doing a good job, especially in the second quarter where they led by as many as 12 and really established themselves. And we'll take a look here at some first half highlights. Both teams energized, and second Patriot League game of the year for both clubs. Lafayette got it started with that long distance jumper from the corner, and then it was really back and forth for quite a while. We've had 5 lead changes throughout the first half, and Loyola, like we said, established themselves early. Here's Colleen Marshall, good pass off the weak side to Merarkey. Good attack style basketball by Loyola.
Yeah, in fact, the last lead for the Leopards was 9 minutes in the second quarter, 9 minutes to go. So the Hounds staying up, mostly through their defense, in my opinion. It's what leads to their great offense. And the Leopards in their last game, Brady, had 27 turnovers. So I know Coach Grentz, she is, and so far in this game, they only have 8. So you know that they're going to come out and be a little bit more disciplined on offense.
Yeah, that's had to have been a point of emphasis for them. Just 8 turnovers for Lafayette, 7 for Loyola. They've protected the basketball as well. There's Colleen Marshall with a beautiful move. Good body control. The defender kind of went by her as she shook her with the head fake and then put the layup in. Marshall leading the way for Loyola with 9. Taking a look at the numbers, Greyhounds really heated up in the second quarter and increased that shooting percentage. 53% on 17 of 32. Lafayette 48%, not too bad themselves. They're 12 of 25 from the floor. From long distance, each team has been respectable there as well. Greyhounds 4 of 9 for 44%, and 36% for the visitors, 4 of 11. Rebounding, the edge goes to Loyola. They've done a good job on the backboards as usual, and sharing the basketball big time for Loyola, leading the way with 7 assists, 1 off her career high, Lisa Merarkey. And as a team, the Greyhounds have 13 assists. 7 fouls for Lafayette, 5 for Loyola. So there's a look at the numbers, and they pretty much tell the story. So couple minutes left here. Both teams still in their locker room getting re-energized and refocused for the second half. We'll do the same. Stick around here on the Patriot League Network. We've got some more programming for you, and then we'll get you set for second half action from the Reitz Arena. The halftime score, the hometown Loyola Greyhounds out in front of Lafayette, 41-33 on the Patriot League Network. Both teams out of their respective locker rooms. Halftime just about in the books. Taking a look at the Patriot League. Before action started today, the league is cut right in half. Army, West Point, Bucknell, Holy Cross, Loyola, and Colgate all 1-0. And the following teams 0-1, Colgate, Lehigh, Navy, Lafayette, American, and Boston University. So things just getting started in what should be a heck of a league. As Coach Logan mentioned the other night, anything's possible on any given night in this league, and he expects, a lot of good things to happen and really feels good about what he can do this year in the Patriot League.
Well, that's what we love about sports, what you and I love. Anything can happen, that's for sure. The Hounds were not expected so far to be 1-0. In preseason they were not expected to be at the top, but Army, Bucknell, and Holy Cross all projected to finish in the top 3. So the Hounds need to keep it rolling tonight. It will be the first time they have beaten Lafayette in the Patriot League play.
Nice. So 5 times the lead has changed hands, but really since the 9-minute, 50-second mark of the second quarter, Loyola really put the hammer down and established themselves, and they enjoy the 41-33 lead. And we'll now get things started here from right in front of the broadcast table as the Leopards trigger in. They will work right to left, and Loyola digs in the man-to-man defense. First possession here of the second half. And here we go from the Reitz Arena. Jamie Watson, Brady Seabolt with you. Saturday afternoon basketball from Baltimore. And they were trying to get it down into the low post to Harriet Ottawell-Soulsby, and she lost the handle, but it was knocked out by Loyola. So 17 on the shot clock for the Leopards, and they'll inbound. O'Hare, a catch and shoot. She drops it, and the Lafayette comes out of the locker room with a quick conversion. 41-35. Here go the Greyhounds, their first possession of the half. Marshall being guarded by Cantwell. Here's Bree Betts-White, little shake and bake, maintains her dribble. Colleen Marshall, 10 on the shot clock. Marshall works right, pulls up from just inside the arc and knocks it down. Colleen with a long distance two, and it's 43-35 Loyola. Colleen with 9 points.
I saw Colleen looking at the scoreboard, Brady. She's checking things out. She wants to get going.
And Merarkey with a good hand on the basketball. Good denied defense by Lisa. Ball knocked away. It'll stay down here for Lafayette. 16 on the shot clock. So it's Marshall, Betts-White, Merarkey, Smith, and Perry for Loyola. Cantwell, O'Hare, Ottawell-Soulsby, Stippa, and Lutz for Lafayette. Wheeling to her left, nice job.
She's got a quick release, doesn't she, Brady?
Yeah.
You were talking about.
Ottawell-Soulsby here with a left-handed bank shot. 43-37 Loyola. Ottawell-Soulsby with 15 points. That's a career high for her.
Bree Betts-White got fouled. Hand check.
Players third. Leopards first.
They will reset the shot clock for Loyola. Here's another look. Betts-White always in aggressive attack mode, going right at the rim and picks up contact on the floor.
I don't think anybody can keep up with her. She should go around everybody.
Very explosive. Here's Perry now topside. Colleen Marshall. Smith, beautiful cut underneath and just misses on the reverse layup. Nice set play right there. And that Steph Smith came wide open on the low block, and she'll go to the line for a pair.
Marshall fearless assisting on that play there. One thing we know about Steph Smith, she has great hands for a big.
Yeah. Just 43% from the line on 3 of 7 this year. No good on the first.
Checking in for Lafayette.
So Marshall just a bullet pass down there and a nice cut coming off the low post curl. And that would have been something if Smith could have converted on the little reverse layup. But here she goes with her second free throw. And converts, 44-37 Loyola. Steph Smith with 7 points. 2 3 balls in that free throw that we just watched. Here's Annette Snow, turns around, fires to Ottawell-Soulsby. Good ball movement. Force into the low post, good anticipation. Janae Perry knocks it away. Betts-White comes up with it.
Another steal for Perry, terrific game.
And they try to reward her on the other end. Shot blocked. And Snow comes away with the loose ball. Perry got smothered by the double team effort on the block and couldn't quite convert. 8 minutes left here in the third quarter. Nice stop and go off the far side wing. And drawing some contact, Sammy Stippa. She'll go to the line. Stippa, a 71% free throw shooter, 5'5", sophomore from Royalsfield, PA.
Yeah, here comes Stippa, and Colleen Marshall fouls her over the top, clips her on the back of the head. Perry underneath, she's always up against 12 feet 8 inches there between Ribberich and Soulsby.
Right.
Space got closed out quickly under there.
It did. They were trying to reward her at the offensive end for what she did on the defensive end, which was triggering that steal and transition. In and out, no good. Offensive rebound. Locked down by Ribberich, the 6'5" freshman center. Putback attempt, no good. Ball knocked away. It goes off Lafayette. Loyola says thank you very much.
Yeah, lucky not to get a foul there on Soulsby over the back.
So a little pressure being applied here by Stippa. She'll back out now as Betts-White works up the near side. Bounce pass to Marshall, little give and go. Betts-White puts the ball on her hip, all the way underneath, outside to Merarkey. Lisa from distance, no good off the back of the iron. Steph Smith working hard for the rebound, can't quite corral it. Ball gets knocked away, and I believe it's off the hand of Jamie O'Hare, much to her dismay. Good hustle by the Greyhounds. What's new? Good energy here by Loyola. We've seen it from the outset. Now Colleen Marshall will trigger in.
That aggressive defense sparks these hounds like nothing else.
Big time. Here's Smith. Marshall to Perry. Good closeout defense. Perry knocked down and a traveling violation on Janae. So good closeout defense and a double team trap by Lafayette. And that's where their bigs really present some problems. That's actually the second consecutive time where Janae's gotten in trouble down there on the block. So here's Snow outside the circle. Gets it to O'Hare in the corner. O'Hare will use her dribble. Merarkey ball hawking defense. They get it into Riberich. Her shot no good. Didn't have much on that.
Piece by Perry, I think. A little bit of a block.
Yeah, nice, absolutely. Good play by Janae. So 12 on the shot clock. Possession stays down here for Lafayette. O'Hare, another catch and shoot. They're going to have to do a better job of guarding that off the inbound. She immediately caught it and stroked it down for two, and it's now 44-40, 7 minutes left in the third. Betts White tries the left side, ball knocked away. Merarkey has her back. Marshall outside the circle. Works the baseline, kicks out to Bree Betts White. No good on the long-range jumper. Perry with a rebound. Her putback. No, she kicks it back out wisely. Tired of being smothered down there by the Twin Towers. And we have a timeout on the floor. So it's a media timeout. We'll catch our breath and step aside. 6 minutes, 42 seconds left here in the third. Loyola out in front, 44-40 over Lafayette. You're watching women's basketball on the Patriot League Network. 6 minutes, 42 seconds left in the third quarter, 44-40. Loyola out in front. Follow the Patriot League and its member schools as they celebrate the league's 25th anniversary throughout the 2015-16 academic year. For more details, visit the Patriot League website or your favorite Patriot League school website. Good conference shaping up. Things just getting started in the league. And here we go now back to live action as Merarkey triggers into Bree Betts White.
Need some points here, White. Need some points.
Perry in the paint, kicks out. Marshall near side corner. She'll use her dribble. Wheels left, bounce pass to Perry. That's not working where Perry's getting down there on the block, getting smothered. Last 3 times really been no dice for Loyola down there. They don't want to force things, kind of let it come within the flow of the offense. And Marshall, good job of feeding her, but just a tough spot for Janae to handle the basketball. Back the other way, Lafayette.
Yeah, I agree. The 18-footer Perry made, that's where you got to pull those bigs out and then go around them.
Yeah. Ottawa Soulsby, nothing doing.
Terrific defense by Steph Smith.
Absolutely, Merarkey fine. Now there's where you find Perry underneath for the layup. Good transition basketball, and Lisa Merarkey ties her career high with her 8th assist of the afternoon. Good job of sharing the basketball by Lisa. 46-40 Hounds.
Speed kills. Perry ran right by her.
Nice transition there by Loyola. And we've got a whistle off the ball.
3-second call on Riberich. Camping out underneath in the paint. It's a no-no.
So Doherty will come into the game for Coach Perry. Doherty, Merarkey, Smith, Betts White, and Marshall. Steph Smith with the basketball, finds Doherty. Drops it off for Marshall. Good motion here to the Greyhounds offense. Marshall all the way to the hoop, and she drops the layup. Good dribble drive there by Colleen Marshall. She's got 11 points on the afternoon, and Loyola has themselves an 8-point lead. Just over 5 minutes left in the third quarter.
Looked a little bit like her favorite player there, Larry Bird.
Nice.
Bird was as good with his right as his left.
Yeah, for a lot of hard work.
I tell you, watch this. She is all smooth here. Decides to go from the key, top of the key. I don't think they were ready for the left.
Just attacked all 3 defenders, went into the land of the bigs and converted.
Bye-bye.
Nice. 48-40 Greyhounds, just over 5 left in the quarter. Lafayette extends the defense, and there's a reach.
It's an important possession here, Brady. I felt like the last 2 were important. They score here, it goes to 10. Joe Logan feeling really good.
So Sammy Stipa called for the personal. Possession for Loyola with a fresh shot clock. They trigger into Steph Smith. Smith to Bree Betts White. Her runner off the glass goes down, and the foul. Bree coming up big once again.
I couldn't say I was blocked by the referee there, Brady. You called that terrific.
And just a good job of attacking right off the inbounds. It was 2 passes, a conversion, a make, And now trying to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. Bree Betts-White to the line. Bree, in fact, does convert. Let's take a look. The pass came in off the near side just next to the broadcast table here. Steph Smith immediately good awareness, little shovel pass to Betts-White, and she splits the defenders and drops the deuce and completes the three-point play. Back the other way, Ottawa Salisbury trying to get something going. Couldn't quite do it, but I believe she picks up some contact. It's a 51-40 lead for Loyola.
We talked about earlier, speed kills, and Bree Betts-White ran right by 33 Snow.
Yes, she did. Let's go ahead and step aside for another media timeout. 4:51 left. It's Loyola out in front of Lafayette. 51-40 on the Patriot League Network. Greyhounds 8 fast break points to none for Lafayette. And as we discussed several times throughout the broadcast and even off the air, team speed is really showing up for Loyola today. Now, we know that Lafayette has a lot of length, but Loyola is beating that with the speed.
Yeah, they're winning those matchups. Bree Betts-White against 33 Snow favors Loyola every day.
So Ottawa Salisbury drops the first, second on the way. Greyhounds up 10. Ottawa Salisbury good on the second. Now they'll employ a little pressure here. First time we've really seen some full court pressure. Let's see if Loyola's up to the challenge. Now they'll back it out as Bree Betts-White works the near side. Now gets back to the middle of the floor and finds Merarkey. Here's Smith. Good job of spreading the floor and breaking the press. Now plenty of time left on the shot clock. Colleen Marshall outside the circle. She'll use her dribble. Gets into the paint all the way to the rack. Layup goes down. Colleen Marshall in attack mode. Greyhounds 53, Leopards 42.
Snow's getting taken to the cleaners by Betts-White and Marshall.
Yes. Good explosiveness by Loyola. It's been on display all afternoon. Just over 4 minutes left here in the third. Betts-White with the steal. She'll maintain the handle, gets to the middle of the floor, finds Doherty to Marshall, back to Bree Betts-White. They'll reset. Less than 4 left here in the third. Jamie Watson, Brady Seabolt with you.
Time to use some clock, Brady.
Marshall, spin move, gets it knocked away. Ottawa Salisbury comes up with the loose ball. She finds O'Hare. O'Hare between the legs. Now she'll maintain her dribble and set up the Leopards offense just in front of her bench. Gets it to Ottawa Salisbury. She squares up. Salisbury across the lane, left-handed shot, impacted by Doherty. Nice defense by Lauren, and the ball goes out of bounds off Loyola with 13 on the shot clock.
Brady, Merarkey's having a tremendous defensive game. She's limiting Jamie O'Hare, the leading scorer for Lafayette, every time she's up against her.
And Lisa with 8 assists as well. Lafayette's been real solid on the inbounds play. A lot of times it's one pass, a quick shot, and a conversion, and there's another example of that as Stipa drops the short jumper. 53-44 Loyola. Here's Merarkey.
I bet Coach Grentz works a lot on those inbounds plays.
Yeah, they've been effective. Here's Doherty. Low post, pulls up. No good. Rebound handled by Ashley Lutz. Her 4th of the game. O'Hare will set it up for the Leopards. Greyhounds stay in the man-to-man. Smith knocks the ball away. Doherty went for it, couldn't get it. O'Hare long distance off the front of the rim. Doherty with the rebound. Strong board by Lauren. She outlets to Bree Betts-White. Up ahead to Steph Smith. Here's Merarkey in the corner. Lisa will work the baseline. Kicks out to Colleen Marshall from 3. No good off the back of the iron, and Merarkey's going to get called for a foul, and she knows it. Little sheepish grin there, getting just a little aggressive.
Good ball movement. 2 excellent shot selections for Doherty and Marshall. They just didn't drop, that's all.
So Merarkey picks up her second. No sweat for Loyola. 2:24 on a moving clock. Third quarter action from the Reeds Arena. Marshall gambled on the steal, couldn't get it. Stipa stays with it. Now fires up top to O'Hare. Ottawa Salisbury puts the ball on the floor, bounce pass near side. Lutz lets it go, and she knocks down the baseline jumper. Good possession there by the visitors, and they draw to within 53-46. Less than 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Betts-White to Merarkey. Lisa looking for help. Gets it back to Bree Betts-White. Betts-White, little wraparound bounce pass to Doherty. Lauren drops a baseline floater and puts Loyola back up in top 55-46, 90 seconds remaining.
What a difference with Betts-White on the floor leading the field general.
Here's Stippa. Marshall giving her tough D. Little ticky-tack foul there.
Oh, looked like all ball.
I know.
Oh.
But Marshall was trying to get her quick hands in there and disrupt, but she'll pick up the personal. Colleen's third. Let's have another look.
Ball. She did get a piece of the hand there.
The replay tells the story.
It does.
Fresh shot clock for Lafayette. Nice behind-the-back move there by Cantwell. And good aggressive team defense by Loyola. And it's a violation on Lafayette. A turnover for the Leopards. They're 13th. Let's have another look. Good all-out assault on the basketball. Betts-White disrupting. Back to live action. Here's Bree with the ball. Gets into the paint. Finds Steph Smith. Smith can't convert.
Oh.
Steph had a good look. She was too close. Steph isn't used to shooting that close
yeah,
in.
Right.
O'Hare the other way. Kicks out to Stippa. Good ball movement over to Lutz. Far side wing. Here's Cantwell. Her jumper finds the bottom of the net. And it's a 3-ball. 55-48. Lafayette creeping back. 45 seconds left in the third. Here's Betts-White. Maintains the handle now. Works left. Greyhounds spread the floor. Bree needs to give it up. Finds Smith. Smith no good. Lutz with the loose ball. Up to O'Hare. O'Hare looking to push. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Lafayette looking for the last shot. Greyhounds extend the defense. O'Hare from distance inside the arc. No good off the back of the iron. Doherty controls the rebound. And that'll do it for the third quarter. So
she got her shot.
pretty good run there at the end by Lafayette as they stay gritty. So looking at a couple highlights as we get ready to step aside. Don't go anywhere, folks. Rejoin us for the fourth quarter. It's a 55-48 lead for the Loyola Greyhounds. You're watching women's basketball on the Patriot League Network. Welcome back to the Reeds Arena. 3 quarters in the books. 55-48, Loyola out in front. They have not looked back since they took the lead just shy of the 10-minute mark in the second quarter. Lafayette had a little bit of a run there late in the third to narrow the margin just a bit. Leading the way for the Greyhounds, Colleen Marshall with 15. Janae Perry with 6 boards and Lisa Merarkey with 8 assists. Ottawell Soulsby with 17 to lead all scorers for Lafayette. 6 rebounds by Lutz and 4 assists by O'Hare. And Lafayette starts the quarter off with a turnover. Loyola will look to cash in. Betts-White pushing up ahead, all the way into the paint. Kicks out to Doherty, now up top to Marshall. Colleen thought about it, didn't. She'll take her time. Good patience and poise there by Loyola.
What you do with a 7-point lead, well done.
Yeah, be smart. Backdoor cut, Colleen Marshall. Ball well defended. Good help side defense there by O'Hare. And that'll slow Loyola down just a bit. Still 11 seconds on the shot clock.
Marshall looking for the foul there, didn't get it.
Lafayette shooting nearly 49% from the floor. Loyola 51% on 23 of 45. Doherty, good power move, left-handed shot, no good. Rebound to the Leopards. Here comes Lafayette. O'Hare working the near side. Pounds the right-handed dribble. Finds Stippa. Cantwell, good ball movement here. Nice high post to low post action there, and the layup by Cantwell goes down. And the Leopards draw back to within 5. Give and go. Betts-White to Merarkey. Back to Betts-White. She's cut off by Stippa. And Stippa's going to pick up the personal foul, her third.
Sammy Stippa, players third. Teams first.
Clearly part of the strategy is the guards are going to take the slower guards for Lafayette, and the Hounds are doing a great job of drawing fouls.
Betts-White inbounds to Perry. Perry nearly has it knocked away. Merarkey from distance. Too strong off the back of the iron. Rebound handled by Ashley Lutz. She'll give it up to O'Hare. Leopards looking to push. Coach Logan not too happy about that.
Personal foul, Greyhounds. Lisa Merarkey.
So Merarkey picks up the personal foul as O'Hare was looking to push. Let's have another look here as O'Hare was working down the right side. And Merarkey trying to get her hand in there and disrupt, trying to create a steal. Referees stop the action. Turnaround jumper, no good by Stippa. Janae Perry with a strong rebound. Her 7th. Betts White up the middle of the floor. Bounce pass, knocked away. Good defense by Ashley Lutz as they were trying to get it down on the low block to Merarkey. 21 on the shot clock, 8:04 left in regulation.
Perry leads the team with 8.2 rebounds. Grady, that's 5th in the Patriot League.
And she's pressing right up on her average with 7. Betts White gets it into Marshall. Colleen wheels left, pulls up. Baby jumper goes down. 57-50 Hounds.
It's hard to stop her when Marshall goes left.
Gets just enough separation and pulls up. And we saw big ups from her the other night when she jumped clear over the top of an American University Eagle.
Her vertical must be 34 inches, something insane.
She can definitely get up. 10 on the shot clock here for Lafayette. O'Hare well outside the circle. Merarkey guarding her. 5 on the shot clock. Now she'll get to her right. O'Hare all the way to the rack. Layup goes down. A little lapse in focus there by the Loyola interior defense. Back to a 5-point lead for the Greyhounds. Marshall again turns the corner, pulls up from 15. Shot short off the front of the iron. Rebound handled by Sammy Stippa. Stippa up ahead to Cantwell. And again, we've seen that all day from Harriet Ottawell-Soulsby. She's so good getting to her left. They need to overplay her to her left and force her to her offhand.
Agreed. She loves.
It's a 3-point lead now as this thing has all of a sudden been chiseled away. Greyhounds were once up by 12. Credit Lafayette.
She's laughing because she had a clear layup and mishandled the round ball.
Marshall just couldn't quite keep it together there.
Lafayette, timeout.
So with 6 minutes, 45 seconds left here in the ball game, it's a 57-54 lead for Loyola. So we're going to go ahead and step aside for a media timeout. Don't go anywhere, folks, as we come down the stretch from the Reitz Arena. Loyola up by 3 on the Patriot League Network. Check out highlights from this afternoon's game on Hounds Unleashed. Take a look at the latest all-access videos in Loyola athletics at loyolaggreyhounds.com/all-access. You can also subscribe to the Greyhounds official YouTube page at youtube.com/LoyolaHounds. 57-54. Greyhounds trying to close out their second victory in the league. Marshall. Little turnaround jumper, nothing but net for Colleen Marshall. 59-54 Loyola. Good set coming out of the media timeout. Greyhounds continue to keep Lafayette on their heels. Man-to-man defense by Loyola. They've pretty much been in that all day. We saw 1 or 2 zone looks, and Lafayette rained a couple jumpers down on them. Nice play by Janae Perry. Good ups by Janae, disrupting that interior pass. Another turnover for Lafayette. Their 15th of the afternoon. Greyhounds looking to make it hurt. Marshall spins into the paint, pulls up, left-handed jumper, no good. Perry fighting for the rebound, can't get it. Ashley Lutz can. Leopards in transition.
Not sure what Perry was doing there, just trying to rebound her.
Lutz gets the long distance jumper to fall. It's a 3-pointer, and Lafayette is as close as they've been in a long time. 59-57, Greyhounds need to refocus. Good job of coming all the way back by the visiting Lafayette Leopards under the guidance of first-year head coach Teresa Grentz. Here's Bree Betts White on the left side all the way through, out to Janae Perry. Back up top to Marshall. Cross court to Steph Smith from 3. No good. Loose ball knocked away. It's going to go off of Janae Perry. So with 5:15 left on the clock in regulation, Lafayette will go to work on offense with a chance to tie or take the lead.
It's a lot like the American game for the Hounds, who were down and came back to win in that game in a tight fourth quarter. They're going to need to duplicate that, Brady.
Yep, hand off to Stippa, turns the corner, closed off nicely by Smith and Perry, and we've got a whistle off the ball. Offensive.
First time the Hounds came back after trailing with 5 minutes to go was against American. They need to do it while ahead.
Trying to preserve this victory. Here's Janae Perry near side baseline, being double teamed, finds Steph Smith. Over to Merarkey, now Bree Betts-White. Smith from the near side for three. Too strong off the back of the iron. Perry working hard for the rebound. Janae just about had it, but Alex Cantwell came across and took it away from Janae. 4.5 minutes left in regulation.
Don't often take one away from Janae Perry.
No. Bree Betts-White's going to get whistled for the foul down on the baseline underneath the hoop, trying to close out defensively.
It's okay. They have 3 to give before they start shooting. You can see here on the replay. I think it's a good foul. She may go up and get an easy deuce.
Lafayette with a fresh shot clock. Ida Will-Soulsby head fake, gets to her left, and Perry is going to be whistled for the foul. And again, Ida Will-Soulsby good at getting to her left. All day she's been able to get to her left.
Another quality inbounds play under the basket for the Leopards.
So the 6'3" junior forward will go to the line, just a 52% foul shooter. Nothing but net.
The Leopards somewhat in a rebuilding year. They lost 3 seniors last year, starters.
And Coach Logan returns 9. Ida Will-Soulsby drops them both. And it's a 59-59 tie. Leopards have come all the way back after being down by as many as 12. Greyhounds need to refocus here. Bree Betts-White gets cut off nicely by Stippa. Here's Colleen Marshall working to her right, cross court to Betts-White. Just 7 on the shot clock. Betts-White all the way inside. Her layup goes down. Bree Betts-White drops the teardrop. 61-59 Greyhounds. 3:40 left.
That was a Gervin-like finger roll.
Nice. As the shot clock was expiring, Ida Will-Soulsby. This time they do force her to her right, and look what you get.
Trouble.
Very uncomfortable for her. When you see a player that favors one side, you almost have to overplay them and force them. Just give them that other side, and many times they're so uncomfortable, and we just saw that. Good defense by Loyola. And another quick inbound catch and shoot. The Greyhounds have not reacted well to that today, and that's Lafayette's bread and butter, tied up at 61. Here's Merarkey to Perry. Janae will use her dribble and drops it off to Colleen Marshall. Good ball movement by Loyola. 10 on the shot clock for Colleen Marshall. Marshall working the baseline, pulls up, no good. Perry can't get the rebound. Too many Leopards in the lane.
Yeah.
Here comes Stippa.
No help for Perry on the boards.
Ida Will-Soulsby gets left, kicks out to Lutz. Her shot short. Steph Smith with a strong rebound. Outlets to Merarkey. Lisa will take her time now and get to the middle. Here's Perry on the baseline, back up top. Penetration by Betts-White, kicks out to Janae Perry. Her baseline jumper, no good. 1 and done for Loyola. 2.5 left. Tied up at 61. O'Hare takes her time, gets it to Stippa. Stippa being ball hawked by Colleen Marshall. In the corner, Stippa uses her dribble.
Marshall has 3 fouls, got to be careful.
Cantwell for 3. That's just a 2-pointer, correction. Toe on the line, 63-61. Lafayette's first lead since the second quarter. Greyhounds have to dig deep here. Merarkey from just inside the arc. Got it! Lisa Merarkey with a good-looking stroke. And she ties the game at 63 with $1:50 remaining in regulation.
Got to lock down on the defensive end.
Here's Stippa on the wing. She'll use the baseline, gets inside the paint, can't convert, but does pick up some contact, and it's going to be a shooting situation for Sammy Stippa.
It'll be 4 on Marshall.
Marshall's 4th. Greyhounds 4th.
So Colleen will stay on the floor with just 1:39 left and 4 fouls.
Shooting 2.
Stippa, a 71% foul shooter. Short on the first. Here comes Doherty on, Perry off. So Doherty, Smith, Merarkey, Betts-White, and Marshall for Loyola. Stippa good on the second, puts Lafayette out in front 64-63. Bree Betts-White will work it up. Now she'll drop it off for Colleen Marshall. 90 seconds left. Merarkey works the left-handed dribble, gets it back over to Marshall, left wing. Colleen trying to drive the baseline, lost the handle.
It's okay.
Was touched by a leopard.
Clearly beat Jamie O'Hare. She's got to be careful. Usually you get called for that foul on the backside swipe like that.
So Colleen went to her left, dipped the shoulder, and got down the baseline. And back to live action. Quick whistle off the ball with 11 seconds on the shot clock and 1:20 on the game clock. Stippa picks up her 4th personal.
They still have 3 to give here.
So it's possession for Loyola. Fresh shot clock for Loyola, though, very important. Merarkey gets into the paint, bounce pass to Doherty. Colleen Marshall backs it out and resets. 1 minute left in regulation. Betts-White kicks it up top to Smith. Now it's Merarkey, just 5 on the shot clock. Doherty's going to have to do something here. Goes baseline, reverse layup, no good. Weak side rebound by Cantwell. Lafayette up by 1 with the basketball. 43 seconds on a moving clock. Timeout by head coach Teresa Grentz of Lafayette. She wants to talk it over.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this call to go in against the bigs here, but unsuccessful for Doherty to get that reverse layup in. Tough shot.
Yeah, Lafayette's defense was really strong during that sequencing. The Greyhounds just couldn't quite get a good look, and next thing you know, they're fighting with the shot clock, and Doherty was really in a tough spot. And here's the defense of the 6'3" Ottawa Soulsby giving her a hard time, and trying to be creative and go underneath was Lauren Doherty, but just too much down there, too much size on the paint.
Coach Grentz calling up one of her inbounds plays here. It's a young squad they have in many ways, considered a rebuilding year for the Hall of Fame coach, Teresa Grentz. First at Rutgers, then at Illinois. Tons of experience, Hall of Fame coach.
So an inbound situation here, Cantwell will trigger in. Greyhounds match up defensively, just 40 seconds remaining. 18 on the shot clock. Big defensive sequence here for the Greyhounds. Lafayette spreads the floor. Jamie O'Hare working the dribble, back and forth, yo-yo. Now she'll wheel right, all the way to the rack. Shot no good, Merarkey with the rebound. Lisa looking to push. 22 seconds left. They get it to Colleen Marshall, who gets on the floor, and we've got a whistle, and Coach Logan alertly and quickly calls a timeout as his team was a little out of sorts. So a good situation here for the Greyhounds. 19.9 seconds left. 64-63 Lafayette. Greyhounds can draw something up now. Shot clock turned off. So
I think I called that timeout. The coach and me was like, get that timeout.
Yeah, but Colleen was looking up. Her head was up, and she didn't quite have control of the basketball. And Harriet Ottawell Soulsby got on the floor and created a disruption. But the quick hands and aggressiveness of Colleen Marshall regathered it, and Coach Logan quick on the timeout.
We need to get some sticky on Colleen Marshall's hands. She's been just a little slick tonight for whatever reason, but she's got the heart of a lion. I imagine she'll get the look here, just as O'Hare got the look for the Leopards. I believe Coach Logan will put the ball in Colleen Marshall's hands.
Colleen with 19 points to lead the way for Loyola. Ottawell Soulsby with a career high for Lafayette, 21 points.
She's been a real difference maker. Coach Grentz, her first head coaching job at St. Joe's, and Coach Logan spent 4 years as an assistant at St. Joe's.
Yeah, I saw they exchanged pleasantries before the start of the game. You could tell there was a relationship there, and that's always good to see.
They're both from Philadelphia.
So it's Marshall with 19, Betts White with 13, and Doherty with 9. Greyhounds to inbound right here in front of the broadcast table. Merarkey triggers into Bree Betts White. 18 seconds left. Hounds down by 1. Here's Colleen Marshall. She'll put the ball on the floor. And good aggressiveness by Colleen. Coach Logan really pumped up about that as Colleen hits the deck hard, and she's going to collect herself and take a minute to get up. And it'll be foul shots for Colleen Marshall. Marshall, a 74% shooter from the charity stripe coming in. Take a look at her aggressiveness. Gets left, dips that shoulder, and picks up some really hard contact there by Jamie O'Hare, the 5'6" senior guard.
Yep.
Giving her everything she's got.
That was a clear edict. You're going to earn it.
Colleen drops the first, tied up at 64. Big one right here.
You want anybody else on the line right here?
No.
No.
Marshall, no good on the second. It's a tie ball game with 11.1, and Teresa Grentz will burn a timeout and see if she can't design something here. But we'll keep it right here, folks, on the Patriot League Network.
Whew, another tight one.
Indeed. By the way, fans can purchase Patriot League merchandise and championship apparel on the Patriot League store. In addition, every Patriot League school's merchandise is also available at patriotleaguestore.com. And a good one going here in the league.
4 fouls for the Hounds, so if they foul, they'll send them to the line. I don't think they want to do that. They'll play good, clean defense, and Coach Logan has 1 timeout. Leopards have none. You got to think they're going to go right back to O'Hare.
Lafayette has led by as many as 10, Loyola by as many as 12. And now it's locked up at 64. So the Greyhounds have split their huddle. They're on the floor ready to go. Lafayette taking all the time they've got.
And remember, the Hounds just played a tight game on Wednesday against American. They're used to this. Lehigh comes off of a loss at Coppin State here in Maryland. They're going to need some of that close game win momentum here.
So Leopards with the length of the floor to go. Greyhounds will match up and try to slow them down here, but as Jamie pointed out, they do not want to foul. 11 seconds left. High drama here from the Reitz Arena. Cross court to the near side. Cantwell controls it. Just 5 seconds left. O'Hare has it. She'll work to her left. And a foul on Steph Smith with 1.6 seconds left. Coach Logan cannot believe it. They were playing good position, and O'Hare put the ball on the floor, got to her left, and tried to force the action. And it kind of coerced Steph Smith. Smith with a little bit of the body, and O'Hare sold it by going to the floor. O'Hare, a 50% shooter. No good on the first. 1.6 left.
Shocked she's only a 50% free throw shooter.
I know, only weak part of her game, really. Fans making noise here. O'Hare drops the second, and it's a 65-64 lead for Lafayette. Just 1.6 left. Coach Logan's got to draw something up here.
Here's the good news. One of the new rules this year in NCAA women's hoops, they get the ball in the front court.
Nice. That could be a difference maker here.
With 1.6 seconds, it's a huge difference maker. So I love this new rule, Brady. It makes things more exciting for women's basketball, and we need that.
Yeah, absolutely, and it gives them an opportunity here. That 1.6 doesn't seem as daunting as it would be if they had the length of the floor to go. So Coach Logan is drawing it up. His women have broken the huddle. They're ready now. And it's going to be Steph Smith to trigger in. And they'll spread the floor here. Merarkey, Betts White, Lauren Doherty, and Colleen Marshall. Greyhounds looking for some magic here. A skosh under 2 seconds remaining. Steph Smith to inbound. Goes deep to Marshall. Her catching the shot. Goes down! Colleen Marshall and the Loyola Greyhounds with the dagger at the buzzer. And Loyola wins a 66-65 victory. Incredible. A beautiful pass by Steph Smith. And going up high to catch it and release it before she comes back down. Colleen Marshall with the game winner.
I'm sure, Coach, that the officials, Brady, are, great shot, Mike Wallen, we can see.
Incredible. The fans here feeling it big time at the Reitz Arena. a dramatic finish, and yes, they will look it over just to make sure everything's good to go, but I think it's going to work out in favor of Loyola.
I am pretty sure. What a leader. Here we go. Steph Smith with the inbounds. Beautiful, perfect pass. Marshall with the ups. Doesn't even take a step. Bingo, lays it in. What an exciting, thrilling finish here at Reitz.
What more could you ask for? And without a doubt, that ball went through the twine with the better part of 1 second left. And a huge development here in the closing second. Now, as I look up at the scoreboard, they actually have 1 second left. Not sure what that's all about.
Well, they went to the video monitor and they put a second back on. Coach Grentz, I'm sure, asked for it and gets it.
So Colleen Marshall with 22 points to lead all scorers.
And no timeout here for the Leopards to take it to the front court.
This will just be a formality here. Absolutely no contact from the ladies in white. And the Loyola Greyhounds with a huge last-second victory over the Lafayette Leopards. What more could you ask for? Colleen Marshall and her teammates rambunctious in celebration, and the Greyhounds pushed their record to 5-8 overall and a very impressive 2-0 in the Patriot League.
Congratulations to the Hounds, their first victory over the Leopards in 6 tries in Patriot League play.
Lafayette falls to 2-10, 0-2 in the league. Just gave 5 to Colleen's sister, Kara Marshall, who had a good career here as well. Everybody feeling good. Look at the enthusiasm over there. And it's going to be a pumped-up Coach Logan to come over and have a chit-chat with us. That could have gone either way, but what a fantastic finish. And again, what more can you say about Steph Smith's pass? Right on the money.
And Colleen Marshall doing the leadership that she's wanted to do this year, and she does.
Wow, fantastic finish. I mean, the game was awesome throughout, with Steph Smith with a pass that was right on the money. And Colleen, of course, makes it count at the end.
Yeah, you know, they're roommates, and I guess they've been practicing that, but great game. I mean, like we said last time, this is what it's going to be like. We're up by 9 or 10. Hall of Fame coach and Teresa Grantz just battled. Soulsby's tremendous. Jamie O'Hare made big shots, but I thought we made big shots too. You know, we work on that. You know, I'm not going to say every day, but we work on special situations, and just 2 seniors stepping up, and couldn't be prouder of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, they bring a lot of length in here. I mean, a lot of bigs, and I thought your team's speed showed up today, really exploited them in transition and even off of set pieces.
Yeah, and, you know, I think as we get into the season, you'll see Lafayette, there we're watching it again. Lafayette didn't sub a whole lot. We didn't get an opportunity to sub a whole lot. And there's going to be games like that, but, you know, I think our speed did give them a little bit of trouble. But again, you know, it's a long year. We're happy where we are right now. And it's going to be a battle every night. Every night's going to be a battle, and you got to come ready to play, and you can't be satisfied if you're up by 10, and you got to fight when you're down by 10.
And I feel like your team really does good things off of a defensive effort and then quick transition. 10 team steals today.
Yeah, you know, that starts with Lisa Merarkey and Bree and Colleen. You know, Colleen said she wanted to be challenged a little more defensively. She fouled tonight, and we had to leave her in. But, you know, I think Lisa did a good job on O'Hare. I don't know how many she had, but they were earned for sure. Sammy Stippa, you know, sophomore who has gotten better. She's going to be a great player in this league, and she did a good job on out of bounds. But I give our post credit. You know, Janae is gassed right now. And leaning on those kids all day, it's like being in the trenches on a football game.
Sure.
And going, you know, running the ball. So Doc came in and gave us some really good minutes. Courtney Vanoy came in and gave us some really good minutes in the second half. So really proud of them, just happy for them, and, you know, trying to tell them to enjoy the moment.
Absolutely. And not only did Merarkey do a good job D'ing up one of their best players, or their best player, arguably, 8 assists, a career high for Lisa Merarkey.
Yeah, she can do that, and she's shooting the ball more now, which is good. And I think that's drawing a little more attention. Whether she makes them or not, I think you just got to shoot them, and then she's able to do that to pass. She's got really good players around her. Again, just something they work on, and we've worked really hard here after Christmas, after a disappointing loss before Christmas, and I think I'm really happy that the kids are seeing that that's paying off.
Excellent. Well, 2-0. Happy New Year. Off to a good start in 2016. Keep riding the wave, Coach.
Yeah,
Enjoy this one. That's going to be a jubilant.
The fans coming back.
Yeah, that's going to be a jubilant locker room.
Yeah, no
Enjoy.
question. Thank you.
Take care. Absolutely. What a fantastic finish from the Reitz Arena. Coach Logan pumped up, his team pumped up, and the fans on their feet. A lot of hugs, a lot of high fives going on, and really just a feel-good moment, and it's a pleasure and a blessing to be a part of this. And, of course, you got a lot of youngsters here, a lot of young female athletes that were treated to a spectacular show as we take you home here with showing you some nice highlights. There's Steph Smith with a beautiful long-range jumper. Bree Betts-White playing big as usual. Leading the way, Colleen Marshall with 22 points. Betts-White with 13, Doherty with 9. And Coach Logan couldn't say enough about his team's effort today, Jamie.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's so funny because we were talking the entire game about Coach Grentz's outstanding inbounds plays, and then Coach Logan pulls out the game winner with 1.6 seconds to go. My heart's still racing, Brady.
Yeah, big time exciting. And, I mean, what can we say about Steph Smith's pass? I mean, that was quarterback-esque, right on the money. And, I mean, not to take anything away from what Colleen Marshall did, but she just had to catch it and kiss it off the glass. And Loyola 2-0 in the Patriot League, riding high and feeling good about themselves.
Oh, they have to be. I mean, I think we were talking off camera about when's the last time Loyola's been 2-0 in the Patriot League. And, well, they are now. They are now. So next up is, let's see, what do we got here? We got Wednesday at Lehigh, 7 p.m.
So it'll be at Lehigh and at Army before we see them back here against the Naval Academy Midshipmen on January 13th. So your final score from the Reitz Arena, the Loyola Greyhounds in dramatic fashion win 66-65. For executive producer Mike Wallen and my broadcast partner Jamie Watson, I'm Brady Seabold. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and thanks for hanging out with us on the Patriot League Network.